no Skyping. OTM straight out the mud, we the livest.
Oh, y'all already know how we rockin', man. It's your brother from another mother, Kobe Lee in the building, bringing you the all-new Philly Cat Podcast. If you're new to the show, let me give you a little bit of a rundown. I'll be talking to Eagles, I'll be talking to Sixers, I'm sprinkling in a little bit of the Phillies, but I damn sure ain't talking about the Flyers. Hope everybody feeling good out there. Hope you ain't worried about the mule going blind. In other words, be in control of the things that you can control. Don't let the things out of your control you. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty, man. We got a lot to talk about, okay? Starting with last night. I mean, the Sixers was lost to the Wizards. I mean, I'm just so disappointed. I mean, the final score was 106-103, but I'm just disappointed, man. I mean, the inactives, they were missing Bradley Beal and Thomas Bryant. We were down, Shake Milton, Seth, Korkmaz, Springer, in which I don't know why we haven't seen Springer, because are we really saying Miles Powell is better than Springer? I mean, if that's the case, then we are saying that this guy is really no good. And obviously Ben Simmons. Seth was down to didn't play because of the back spasms or whatever. But let's just get down to the numbers, man. Joel Embiid did not have a good shooting night. I mean, but he still was balling out, but he didn't have a good shooting night. I mean, 11 of 27 from the field. He had a donut. He was 0 for 3 from the three-point line. 5 of 8 from the free throw line. We're usually used to Embiid getting up in that 12 to 14 range of free throw attempts, but I just felt like the scheme, we wasn't getting him in the low post as much as we did in the second half. He had 14 boards, 6 assists, a steal in the block, and 27 points. Still, that's a good game. I mean, that's a great game to some players, but to Embiid, I mean, that's not, you didn't have one of your best nights, but you still did decent. You still were productive, you know what I'm saying? And you still did enough for us to win this game, in my opinion. But like I said, schematics was just, it was piss poor. Tyrese Maxey, the young bull on the block. I mean, as of right now, Tyrese Maxey, I mean, boy oh boy, I'm so glad we drafted him. I mean, looking at it, this boy is all up in the Kool-Aid, and basketball is the flavor. I mean, when you're looking at all the arsenal, all the tools in his arsenal, the step back, side step 3, the floater, the pick and roll. I mean, getting guys involved, getting boards. He's still working on his defense, but he's an average. He's like an average defender, which he can get better. The way I look at it, man, if you look at all the tools in his arsenal, I mean, it's just all that in a bag of chips. He's out there balling. You know what I'm saying? He was 9 for 16, 2 of 4 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 boards, 7 assists, 1 steal, had 22 points, and he did all this in 37 minutes. I mean, Doc is letting this boy run again. Doc is doing a great job, along with, as well as the rest of the coaching staff, doing a great job getting this boy develop this boy. Tobias followed up with an 18 piece. He was 7 of 17 from the field, 1 or 2 from the 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Now he had 9 boards and 3 assists, 18 points. But listen to this, right? The Wizards had 8 guys to go to the free throw line. The Sixers only had 3 guys: Maxey, Joel Embiid, and Tobias Harris. And that's 13 free throw attempts from them 3. All the rest, everybody else, they didn't go to the free throw line. It just tells me that guys aren't attacking the basket. Guys aren't being aggressive. They're not running the pick and roll. They're not pump faking and taking it to the rack. They're just either pump faking, doing a side step, doing a dribble to the left or dribble to the right and shoot the 3. They're not actually being aggressive, especially on a night where, like, y'all was broke. Take it to the rack, man. Like, come on. I don't understand how only 3 guys go to the rack, and the Wizards had 8 guys. I mean, come on now. Kuzma balled out. He had a 24 piece, 10 of 19 from the field, 4 of 6 from the three-point line, 7 boards, 3 assists, 3 blocks. I mean, when you look at it, Matisse Thybulle, lately, okay, I know he's working on his game, but lately, not even lately, you could just see that this guy is becoming a liability on offense. Most of the time, even like a lot of majority of the fans are saying that the reason why we look better offensively is because Ben isn't on the court and we're able to spread the floor. But let's just think about it. Ben brought the athleticism. He brought the pushing the ball in transition, rebounding, assists, defense. He was definitely a great defender. And then you replaced his spot because he played the dunker spot. So you replaced him and put Thibault in there at the dunker spot. Thibault only brings phenomenal defense. And that's it. I mean, one thing that he will do that Ben won't do is shoot the three, but he's not a knockdown shooter. The guy's not dribbling the ball. He does not dribble the ball. He doesn't get guys involved as far as assists. Sometimes you might see him make a couple different passes. Like I said, he shows flashes. I think Matisse Thybulle is definitely a guy that I want to keep on the team, but for the right player, I'll offer you. I mean, just think about it. He don't dribble the ball. He don't shoot mid-range. He'll shoot the three, but I mean, come on now. Like, let's just go over his numbers. 1 of 3 from the field. 1 of 2 from the three-point line. He didn't go to the free throw. 1 board, 0 assists, 0 steals, 2 blocks, 3 points in 34 minutes. At this point, listen, I don't want to see any more starters shooting under at least 6 attempts a game. If you're starting, you need to shoot the ball at least 6 times. At least 6 times. That means the way how he's shooting, he shot 3 shots? And it's like 60 minutes in the game? So you thinking what? He played 34 minutes? What is that? Like 11 minutes and 20 seconds he averaged per shot? I mean, it's just horrible, bro. You are not shooting the ball. Put the ball on the floor. Be an NBA player. Ball out, bro. Be a threat. I mean, if I was guarding you, I'm going over to help out on Embiid. I'm going out to help out on Tyrese when he dribbled to the rack. Because you are not going to make the shot and you're not going to shoot the ball. So, right now, Matisse Thybulle's not a starter. He's just not a starter. I don't know why Doc didn't put Isaiah Joe in the game. You talking about Matisse brung defense to the game? Bruh, we couldn't stop Court Moss. Montrezl Harrell had a 14 piece. Dinwiddie had a triple-double, 14, 12 rebounds and 10 assists. Kasperda had 11 points. Hachimura had 11 points. Neto had 9 points. That's basically 10. And Gaffer had 9 points. That's basically 10. I mean, these guys were balling out on us. So defense was horrible. It was lackadaisical. So really, that was a night that we should have been focused on outscoring that team, period. Because 106, I mean, they scored 106 points. That's not actually too bad when you talk about defense. We should be definitely in the 110, 115 range every night on the real. But that was a night that we should have just worried about outscoring the Wizards. No Bradley Beal. I mean, it should have been easy pickings, but it wasn't. I mean, come on now. Let's just say. Rebounding, they out-rebounded us 52-41. Points in the paint, they outscored us in the paint 50-46. Second chance points, Wizards had 9, we had 5. Fast break points, they had 12, we had 5. I mean, come on, the Wizards won every quarter except for the third quarter. I mean, guys, come on now. Come on, I know Embiid had a horrible night, but Embiid got to shoot more. Maxey and Tobias got to shoot more. Because y'all not taking it to the rack and being aggressive. I mean, Niang definitely did his job. He had 12 points, 5 of 11 from the field. He was 2 of 6 on the 3-point line. But he still was putting in work, and he made, some clutch threes. Isaiah Joe got to play 24 minutes last night. In my opinion, that should have went up to 30. Because who we were playing, it should have went up to 30 minutes. I mean, he was 4 for 7, 3 of 5 from the 3-point line. He had a rebound and assist. He had 11 points. I mean, this is a guy, like I said, I've been on this for like a month and a half. I've been saying Isaiah Joe needs more minutes. Let him develop. Let him find his game. I mean, lately we have been seeing him get more minutes. But that game last night, he should have played 30. At the end that you should have took Matisse Thybulle out the game. He only shot 3 times. So, I mean, like, what are you bringing to the table? We're not playing defense. And you're not shooting the ball. You're not dribbling the ball. You're not passing the ball. You're not rebounding the ball. So why are you in? I mean, if you combine Let me see. If you combine Danny Green, which was 2 for 5, Danny didn't have a bad game, and then you could even put Danny in. You put Danny in too late. Danny was 2 of 5. And Matisse was 1 for 3. So what is that? 3 for 8. Isaiah Joe was 4 for 7. What they got? Let me see. Danny 6, Thibault 3. That's 9. Joe had 11. So he outplayed both of them combined. Stop playing with Isaiah Joe. And then on top of that, why would you put in Miles Powell? For what? 4 minutes? You could have put in Charlie Brown. I mean, damn it. Charlie Brown's birthday was yesterday. You didn't even play the boy on his birthday? Come on, man. Like, just play him just off GP. It's your birthday, bro. Go out there and let's see if you can get a bucket. Especially the Wizards were down their star player. I mean, you could have put him in for 4 minutes. I mean, Miles Powell, 0 for 1. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks. That's, you know what we call that, my brother? A donut. A Krispy Kreme donut. Now, we still the 3rd seed, so it is what it is. We still working. We play the Mavs tomorrow, actually, in Dallas. So, now, Ben Simmons. Apparently, Shaquille O'Neal, Ben Simmons went into Shaquille O'Neal's DMs or whatever, basically mad at Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal didn't disclose the conversation, but it was somewhere along the lines of Ben Simmons being mad at Shaquille O'Neal because, basically, he didn't know what he was talking about. He's speaking on the situation. He don't know what he's talking about. And basically, Shaq replied back like, you're acting like a baby. You know what I'm saying? You're leaving Joel Embiid out there on the court really basically by himself. I mean, which ain't the case because you got Maxey, you got Tobias, and you got Isaiah Joe, my young boy. But, you know what I'm saying? If you're looking at it in a broad perspective, you are leaving your team high and dry. You know what I'm saying? You're not playing. You're getting, what, $38 million a year? Excuse me, correct me if I'm wrong. But you're not playing because your coach criticized you and a player criticized you. So you gonna not make the 38 million? I mean, so far you've been fined over $19 million so far because of criticism. Come on, my brother, work on your game and just come back and play. Like I said, I don't care what you do off the court. It just doesn't make any sense. And then we've been getting rumors of a Bradley Beal for Simmons trade, but that might include Maxey. That might include Ben and Maxey, which I would never do in my life 100 times over. But they had another one for Ben Simmons and Thibault for Bradley Beal. I'm doing that all day. At the end of the day, you got a guy that's not playing on the court. We're still 3rd seed. Ben Simmons not playing, and then you got Thibault, a guy that's not putting up no points. We're worried about defense. Is that what we really worried about when we go against teams like Brooklyn, when we go against teams like the Bucks, when we go against teams like even the Bulls? We're going to need to score. We don't need you too worried about defense. Look, we got that anchor in the paint in Joel Embiid. We need to put points up on the board. Go get Bradley Beal. We need a guy that's going to get a bucket, just like Maxey. So we'll have Maxey, Bill, Tobias, Embiid, and what you would add Seth to the starting lineup. Move Tobias down to the 4. Bill play the 3. Maxey at the 1. Curry at the 2. I mean, that looks like a competing team to me right there. So I would do that all day. So, just to sum everything up, man. Let's see. The trade deadline is in 7 days. So we'll see everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, but I think Ben Simmons will still be on this team, and in the long run, we're going to hold on to him to try to get that big fish and James Harden maybe next season or something like that. Now, NFL. Okay, NFL. First of all, Tom Brady retired, man. Shout out to the GOAT. It's going to be really, really hard. It ain't going to be hard watching football because I love the Eagles. I love all that. But it's just not going to feel the same. I mean, you go into every season saying like, we trying to take down Tom Brady. Like, that's what we go into. On the real, it need to be changed from the Super Bowl to the Tom Brady Bowl to the Brady Bowl. I really think it should be called the Brady Bowl. I mean, on the real, like, he's always there. But, shout out to the GOAT. But, now, Brian Flores, a lawsuit against the NFL. Apparently, allegedly, the Dolphins GM, Stephen Ross, allegedly offered him $100K per game to lose. I mean, and the GM, what is his name? Chris Greer allegedly has something to do with this playing a role in that. The way I see that is like, if that's the case, then is the NFL fake? Because like, and on top of that, if I'm betting on games, I need my money back. Because I put the Dolphins on some of my picks, you know what I mean? My brother, y'all came in here, y'all took my lunch money. And you mean to tell me y'all was losing games on purpose? So, and then another thing that's in the lawsuit is Bill Belichick accidentally texted Brian Flores when congratulating him on getting the job with the Giants. But really he was supposed to be texting Brian DeBall, because Brian DeBall was hired, but that was days before Brian Flores had the job interview with the Giants. So you mean to tell me the Giants already hired a head coach, but they going to bring him in a couple days just to act like they're already interviewing him? What are we talking about? So, in that case, we need to see Bill Belichick's text messages and emails. Everything that has to do with him in the league, in the NFL, we need to check that, because it's everything will be in there. The proof of it and put it will be in there. Whether it's racism, whether it's some riggery going on, whatever the case may be, emails and text messages need to be turned over by Bill Belichick. I don't know why the media is not pushing that. I mean, how did he find out that another coach is being hired by them if they're still doing interviews? Isn't that like confidential information of who you signed, who you're hiring? So, I mean, we need to definitely see what's going on with that. And then with the Giants, man, first of all, I mean, y'all are just despicable. I mean, y'all never had a black head coach. I mean, their first black starting quarterback was Geno Smith in 2017. The Giants were established in 1925. You do the math. 92 years. I mean, it's horrible, man. Something needs to happen over there. I just don't understand how, like, y'all kept coughing all them years. You got the other boys coming in, but you're not giving no black coaches a job. What are we doing? I mean, and then you bring in a black coach for an interview when you already hired a white coach? Despicable. And then we had a news yesterday. Hugh Jackson, the coach that went 1-31 with the Browns. He said, shoot. He came out yesterday and said, they paid me for losses. They paid me for being the youngest team. They paid me for high draft picks. And they had a 4-year tanking plan. He said he already went to the NFL commissioner, talked with Roger Goodell. He went to the arbitration is something like that. And he already reported all that. And they did nothing. They swept it under the rug. The NFL got something going on, and it really, really it's starting to look like the NFL is fake. That's what it's starting to look like, which would make me go over to the NBA. Please do not, this is bad for sports. Please do not tell me that the NBA and the NFL is fake. I mean, that would be just horrible. And if that's the case, then I need my money back on them bets. We all need our money back on them bets. Just look at it. When you're thinking about how much points the team need to win by, the over and under, the spreads, all that. Come on now. And you mean to tell me guys are getting paid? Imagine if both coaches were in on it. So definitely we need to have some investigations. Like I said, with Bill Belichick, we need to see text messages and emails, my brother, from you and the Giants and all these other coaches. We need to see what's going on, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of dirt under that rug. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Sixers play the Mavs tomorrow. So we in on that. Hopefully we can get back on that winning streak again. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's your brother from another mother, Kobe Lee in the building, signing out. And until next time, folks, T-Roy, take us home. They say, little bro ain't keeping it real, you snake, that's crazy. Feeling in my bones on the make
phase me. A biggie in paper. Too many dollars, too many bills, somebody save me.